Shut up and sit down.
Hello, Ganker. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and
it's me, Dave, Model Maker Dave's workshop. Hello, everyone.
The airy cornflake himself, and welcome to another Festa and Dave Sunday at the bench, folks. First things, get out of the way of the pimpage so that we can get on with the good stuff. So if you'd like to help keep this channel going, keep the content coming, you could consider becoming a patron by heading over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. Or you can join the button. You can click the button below this or any other of me video content and join the channel, become a channel member. Access to the 24/7 will become yours, which is the off-air hangout we run. So give that a bit of thought. If you want to get mine and Dave's attention in the chat, you can do an @Festa67's workshop or an @Model Maker Dave's workshop. That puts our name in a gold rectangle, and that'll get our attention. Or you could click the $ and bung in a super chat, which gives you a nice big box of colour for your comments, so we can't miss it, and gives you a bit of the old on-screen air guitar.
Well, this is
Exactly. Also, if you want to save 25% off the RRP of your games and tabletop stuff, you can head over to Hobby Workshop. It's one of my affiliations, and you can save up to 25% off the RRP, and also Festa gets a little kickback off of them for the recommendation. So give it a bit of thought, folks. Going to have a looky-loo in the chatlands to see who we've got in. And it's Telford weekend, isn't it, this week? So a lot of folks will be at Telford, so we're not expecting a massive audience today because most of them will all be scurrying around Telford with their I went to Telford and I met someone modes. Cue next week all the Facebook pictures of folks doing selfies at Telford.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see the videos of the
show that we've all seen. We've got Adie's changed his name again. It's now Smurf's Dockyard. There you go. Greetings, world, he says. And Dave, he's tried to beat you with your question of the day, so I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself.
All right, then. I shall redeem myself by saying, what is or what has got into your bellies? What have you got on your benches? And most importantly, what is your beverage of choice whilst watching the show?
There you go, mate. And coincidentally, Dave, the next comment is Adie's. He says, belly, chieftain or bench even. Chieftain Mark 5. Belly will be cottage pie. Beverage is coffee. Got him before Dave asks. See what we did there, Aid. We're gits, isn't we, mate? Jacqueline is in saying hi to Aid. Hello, Jackie. How you doing? And hello, Aid. Dave's in saying hello, everyone. As is Sprue and Glue. Hi, Colin Dave and the Yats. How you doing, mate?
Hello, mate.
Metalhead 5368 is in. Says good day to everyone in chat and Colin and Dave.
Hello, mate.
Kevin Stevens is in saying good afternoon, Colin and Dave. Hello, Kevin. How you doing, geezer? Everyone's saying hello to each other there. We got James in from JC Bricks and Bills saying afternoon, Colin. He says, and Dave, everyone in the chat, Festa hugs, Dave hugs, a big squish from Shania. Just as the message in me ear there, we've had a £5 super chat come in from the Bobbins, and we've also had a £2 super chat come in through Sprue and Glue. So thank you both very, very kindly for that. You've both just had a nice, sexy bit of on-screen guitar because it ping-a-ding-ding-ding my logo, and I saw it on the camera there. So have you a bit of that? And thanks for that. That'll help me out immensely. All donations get put straight back into bringing you guys and girls lovely content, so or as good as I can make it. James is saying hugs to me and you, and big squish hugs from Shania. There you go, hugs back to Shania.
Okay.
Dominique Cuckoo's in says afternoon, Dominique. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Kev says, our night shirt has awoken. Hi, James. She's alive, is she, Kev? Metalhead says, if you have a smartphone that comes with fast charger, why does your phone, oh, God, take 3 hours to charge? Laugh out loud. Yeah. All right. James has been a member for 23 months now, James. Happy days, mate. Oof. I know, it's all coming out now, isn't it, eh? Bobbin says, is that Dave? It looks like Dave. Yeah, it is Dave. It is Dave, yes. Yeah, what he did, do you remember last week, folks, when YouTube was a bit balked and, it was taking time to actually say the stream was happening? Someone saw it, thought there weren't a stream, skulked off with his bottom lip out, thinking no one loved him, and didn't bother checking again. Yeah. Good day, all, says Stefan last. Good day, Stefan. How are you doing, mate? Ross had issues on Tuesday with his YouTube. It was webcams going in and out and audio glitches and all of that. So, yeah. So that's a good question, a good point, actually. I'll take it audio and video is coming out well, folks, if you could let me know. Smurf says, I'm sat here nodding in agreement. Andy McClish is in. He's going, kasha afternoon. Yeah, I know. Yes, the Kashari is still there, mate, in the stack of kits that I started that I'm going to be redoing in the new year, mate, because everything's kind of parked at the moment, because, yeah. Wow. James has got a belly and bench. He says, belly, bacon rolls, bench, 3D print of Ange, a woman figure from a kids' TV show called Digimon. Beverage was coffee and is now Pepsi. You doing flesh tones again, James? Now, you know full well flesh tones got you in trouble in the Zoom last night, mate, didn't it? You was proper busted. I'm not going to say any more than that, because, I'm not going to air it, but in detail, but, yeah.
I think I can imagine.
Yeah, David says he had issues last Thursday as well. Yeah, YouTube have changed. I don't know whether you're noticing it your side, Dave and David, but if you go into your channels now, all your menu options are getting changed around and things. So, like, say, for instance, on my own page, I would have all the latest uploads. The most recent live shows would always be at the top of the page. Well, they've got their own tab now, Dave. So if people want to watch the show back, they have to click the live tab. The buttons all changed last week, didn't they, and become rounded. All the video images and thumbnails have now got rounded corners, so they're uploading all these different rollouts to YouTube. And what it is, and I found this out because I got in touch with YouTube and asked them, is if you haven't cleared your browser cache, it tries to load the old page format because it can't find all the images that it used to load because YouTube have changed the layout in the code. It only loads partial bits of your YouTube page.
Oh,
yeah. It's a bit of a bug, but they was on about they've got, their people on it and they're going to look into it. So hopefully it's all cleared up now, because I looked last night and I've got that new live tab there. And I uploaded a short video just to test to make sure everything was talking, and it went straight through. So worth checking your browser cache, folks. Go into your internet, clear the temporary files and your browser cache, and you should then be fine. So keep an eye out. Anyway, Dominic says everything is fine. Thank you, very glad. James has said he can hear and see us perfectly. Yes, I am this bald, mate. Stefan Lars says, Colin and Fox are screwing up my weekend in o'clock. Happy days. So I've had late breakfasts in the last 2 mornings. Today, ham and feta cheese sandwiches with blackcurrant fruit drink, and his bench is still unreachable. 6 o'clock Saturday morning, me and Fox finished our after show yatter. There was no point in me going to bed. I just went next door, had me dinner, and watched the Formula One. It was, So, yeah, it's... And Sprue and Glows goes, yep, all change. Change is a good thing as long as it improves the experience. But I wish YouTube had sent out notifications beforehand. We're going to be changing the menu layout because I thought our show hadn't uploaded from the other day. And it's because the new layout's on its own tab now. All your live streams have been separated. So now at the top of your page, your recent uploads will only be video content, Dave. Like your build series, and then live shows rather than them hog all of that. They've now got their own tab, which I think's better, if I'm honest. But
have a look at that.
Yeah, I had several people, I can't find your latest live show. What do I do? Click the button that says live, mate. And you'll find it. It's a change YouTube have made, and yeah, they're happy now. Sprue and Glue says, F1 was great result. Yeah, don't tell me today's details, David, if you don't mind, mate, because I don't want spoilers, because I'm going to be watching it later, mate. But I saw yesterday's sprint race, but again, I'm not going to give out the result in case others haven't seen it. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you're not one of them people that's sitting there going, I know the result and I'm going to tell you. JC Bricks and Build says, me, AD, don't know what you're on about. Have you done it too? Yeah. Yeah, it's set out for a great race tonight. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. And props to Haas as well and Kevin Magnussen. I thought they deserve a bit of glory, bless them. Hugh Golden's in, says afternoon, folks. Hello, Hugh. How you doing, geezer? Nice to see you in, mate. So, Dave, before we go down to the bench, it's that question, mate. How's your mum?
Well, she was out gallivanting yesterday.
Oh, no, she loaded it up, isn't she?
I know, and well, before she went out, I said, you do realise you should get yourself some sore throat treats.
Yeah.
She said, well, I haven't got a sore throat. I said, you will have after Saturday afternoon with all the drawing you're going to do. And I spoke to her last night. I could just about hear her on the phone.
Oh, really? And Bobbins is right. He says F1 is boring. It is, mate. I still prefer me motorbikes. You know, I'm a MotoGP and superbikes and all of that lot. And I sit there, Dave, as the bikes are going round and I'm like that.
I must admit, I don't watch the Formula One.
And I get my knee down and I'm like... And I do it if I'm playing a game, like on the PlayStation, you know, the steering, I'm like that. Or I'll lead it over the bike. It's just habit. And H, if she drives me anywhere... Well, you stop leaning into the bloody corners. You're not on your bike anymore.
You can't help it.
You can't help it, mate. So,
yeah. I must admit, I've given up with Formula One. It
needs a radical rethink, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's too samey. The cars look pretty much identical.
Yeah.
There's too many people whinging and whining, and he shouldn't have overtaken me where he did and all of that. It's like...
Yeah.
Why don't you just get your handbags out and have a dance around your handbags instead?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I know we live in a world where, you know, biofuels and electric cars are prevalent, but you've got Formula E for that. I think prototype motorsport should be, you know, V10 engine, you know, use biofuels in a V12 engine or a V10 engine if you must. Because, you know, the environment, but you can run biofuels in the V10 and get that feeling back, the noise, you know, stretch it to its maximum potential, you know. I mean, the bikes next year, 2024, the MotoGP bikes are going to be running on biofuel. All well and good, but it's still going to be an ICB engine.
I know in the touring car championships in the UK, they dabbled with biofuels.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still use them. There was a lot of noise a few years ago about it.
Yeah, you know, they can use biofuels or ethanol or something like that. All well and good, but, you know, I like the sound of a V10 engine. These modern cars are like little bumblebees going around as it goes past them.
Yeah, I must admit, I've had enough.
I do like me motorcycling, though. I can't not watch me motorcycling. I love it. Bobby says, I like the endurance races, 8 hours in Bahrain yesterday. Yeah, that's good. It's like the guys that do the Paris-Dakar. That's just insane, Dave, isn't it? And road racing I liked. I liked going up to the Isle of Man for the TT and that. And they're on about doing one on the Isle of Wight, Dave, now. TT race on the Isle of Wight. Yeah, they've got planning permission. All the authorities on the island have said yay. It's just a matter now of homologating a layout for the track and getting preparations done locally so that they can say, right, we shut down on these 2 weeks for the TT, and it's going to happen. So I think a ferry trip to the island will be happening, Dave.
Yeah, I think I might even
so if you're up for it, mate, let's do a weekend road trip, mate. Stay in a nice hotel somewhere and spend the weekend on the island having a bit of the old TT brum-brums, mate.
And a few of the old baby nevies.
Yeah, you can. I'm teetotal, wouldn't I say? Yeah, but you can drink for me, mate, as much as you like. John Alex, Scale Model is in, saying hello, folks. Hello, mate. How you doing, fella? I'm just about to go down to the bench. Just as Jeff Light and Panzer comes in, Jeff Light says my wife calls them angry wasps in jam jars. Yeah, the sound of them is crap, isn't it?
Far wrong. Yeah, it's not far wrong.
Yeah. Panzer saying hello to everyone. Hello, Panzer. How you doing? So let's bung in my webcam of goodness and start the ball rolling. Have you a bit of that? You'll notice in the corner as well, I've got my little poppy up because it is Remembrance Sunday. And for those that are I would say curious, but I am wearing my Remembrance Sunday badge as well, because quite often you get people go, oh, you never had a poppy on. Yeah. So, yeah, it's Remembrance Sunday. So all I would say, actually, I've got to come back and say this, because to me it's quite important. So I'll say it. Remembrance Sunday. Let's remember all of the people that sadly lost their lives serving the country. And also a big thank you to everyone that has done their military service. Thank you all for your service. There you go. That's just Festa saying his little bit because, I think it's appropriate. But anywho, let's get to the bench and have a looky look at what we got. He says, moving his keyboard out of the way so he can get his legs under his bench. Right. As you remember, folks, we've been building a Sherman tank. That is what we've been up to. We got a bit of that going on. Have you some of that?
That's looking good, Dave.
Yeah, I'm loving it, Dave. And inside there's all the wheels and all of that lot. So I'm going to be fettling with them and cleaning up bits and all of that lot. And then from the jig of trackness the week before is I've got my little first line of track links as well. So, yeah, we did them on air. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. So that's what I'm up to. What are you up to, Dave?
Well, I've managed to give the body shell a nice coat of paint.
Oh, there you go. Happy days.
Well, I got the spray booth out last weekend and kind of got a bit carried away and did loads of spraying.
Yeah.
Because I put my respirator on and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it is literally a case of picking bits off now.
Yeah, absolutely. James says, I saw a video on Facebook yesterday of Michael Schumacher driving the F1 Mercedes round Nordscliffe Gren Hill back in 2013. Legend on a legendary track. Yeah, he was, mate. And Stefan says, those Isle of Man races are a bit different. Weird, aren't they? They are. They're a very eccentric bunch. A lovely bunch of fellas. If ever you've been to the TT, you'll know what I mean. You know, they are wonderful people. And if you do get the chance to go and have a wander around, because you will meet these riders and they will come up and talk to you. They're very, very approachable. Not like the F1 where a lot of them are quite aloof.
Well, yeah, talk to my press secretary first.
Yeah, these guys will come up and talk to you, and you can sit and talk to them about their bikes, and their enthusiasm for it, Dave, is there for all to see. John McGuinness, he's a lovely chap. You know, he'll come and talk to you. Guy Martin was like it, you know, and yeah.
Well, that's good for the sport because people can then have a chat with everyone and get to know them a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. Guy Martin, bless him, he's like a 5-year-old, Dave. He is so excited just to be there and that people have gone to watch, you know, and he's that proverbial kid in a candy store.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he eats and drinks motorcycling, you know, and he is, can I say, he's very eccentric, Dave, is the easiest way, the politest way of saying it. Yeah.
In other words, he's slightly nuts.
He is, and in a lovely way, you know, he really is, but he has a childlike enthusiasm for the sport, and that comes over. And I don't think I know anyone that's met him that hasn't taken a liking to him, Dave, for that.
Well, I've watched a couple of his TV shows, and they're always good.
He's shot away, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's lovely. I love that environment, mate. What we got going on? JC Bricks and Builds. Will you be making sure you stay on track with the build? Yes, I'm really looking forward to it, James. See what I did there? Let's adjust my camera so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Bit dark today. Fox got me to adjust my camera brightness the other night, and it's my camera up.
Oh, you didn't go listening to him,
Oh, yeah, you know, your camera looks a bit bright. Yeah, it's darker than anything now. It's like, really?
It's probably because he was outdoing him.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. So I've got to adjust it back. You watch, I'll go on today and it'll be your camera's a bit bright. I love it. So I'm going to put my brightness up.
No, you put your brightness up.
Hopefully that's a bit better. Yeah. So, yeah, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, so I've got to be sanding wheels today. Yeah, so I'm doing all this little fettling stuff that we all love to hate to do on models, but needs to be done because we ain't far off of primer time on this bad boy.
Ooh.
Yeah. David says, Colin, it looks really good for today. See what you did there, David. I'm impressed, mate. I'm impressed.
Oh, dear.
Let's get a buffer of bufferness on there as well. Smurf says, yeah, repay Panzers till I started new channel. Yeah. Guy Martin, an absolute gem of a guy, says Jeff. Yeah, he is, mate. Do you know, I don't know whether you, well, you probably do know this, Jeff, but whenever Guy was over for the Isle of Man TT, he used to park down the coast in his white transit van. And it was an I-top transit van he had at the time. And he would sleep in the van. He'd be down there, Dave, with the back doors open, working on his bike with a mug of tea and a fag on. You know what I mean? Or whatever, you know, and yeah. It's a bit like Joey. Joey was like that, you know. He used to work on his bikes himself and that. But yeah, just be right down on the coast in his van. You know, and you'd think, bloody hell's that down there? And yeah, it's bloody Guy Martin. And you could wander down. You think, all right, mate, yeah, I'm just working on my bike, mate. How you doing? You know, and he would want to know all about you. How many times you've been to the TT, but then he'd go, oh, I was at a race. Oh, yeah, this. And he would just be excitedly telling you all these tales of woe, you know, and it was fascinating. Been at your ear, he says. Do you want a cup of tea with us? Yeah, why not? Yeah, have a cup of tea. He goes, go on. Want some biscuits? Oh, dear. I love all of that.
I think the motorcycle racers are a bit more accommodating to
the fans. Yes. Yeah, Formula One has gone too commercial, Dave. It's too corporate now.
Um, Formula One. Well, for me, Formula One, they are too far up themselves.
Yeah, you cleaned that up, didn't you?
I had to.
You're not far wrong.
That's why I was taking a while before I said what I said. Because I needed to make sure that what I said.
Well, my missus, she goes or used to go with her sister every year. And they would do the full paddock pass bit and all of that lot like I used to at the MotoGP.
Mm.
And I won't name the particular driver, but, you know, they had the misfortune to bump into this person, and they both said they was the most obnoxious a-hole that they've ever come across, because they really didn't want to meet the fans and let it be known that they didn't. And she was quite shocked by that.
Where was I? I was at Brands Hatch for something.
Yeah.
And a certain well-known F1 driver was there. And, of course, all the kids were lining up because they wanted to get his autograph.
Yeah, yeah.
And some of them got the autograph and then he walked off.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought, that's a bit wrong.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Years ago, I met a couple of Formula One drivers at Silverstone. And one of them was really pleasant. And the other one was a complete tool, mate. And the one that was a complete tool was British. And the one that was really pleasant and couldn't do enough for the fans was a Brazilian driver that used to have a bad reputation for being not very polite. And it totally threw, yeah. So I was like, interesting. Whereas the GP, the riders are totally different. You just get a pit lane pass down there and they just come out of their workshops and talk to you. It's brilliant. You know. I like to have a good nose, Dave. If I had my way, I would wander into the pits, pick up a spanner and start working on the bike. I'm like that, you know. And, of course, they see you ferreting around and, what are you doing on that then, geese? And, of course, the mechanic will be, oh, yeah, I'm doing blah. Oh, nice one, mate. Oh, I like that. What's that? Oh, yeah, what's that little contraption do there then, geese? I've not seen one of them on a bike before. And they start giving you all the technical feedback. And then, of course, you'll get a rider who's earwigging that and they come ambling over and start chatting to you. And I love it.
I think that's how it should be.
Yeah. It's the MotoGP, Dave, is a bit like, do you remember the Garagista era of Formula One, Colin Chapman and all of that lot?
Yes.
It's very much like that, where they just amble over. They're normal blokes, they're normal people, and they come and talk with you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a little bit more into the motorcycling.
Oh, mate, it's addictive. It really is. Yeah. I mean, I go right back to Barry Sheen, Kenny Roberts, you know, which was my first ever race. And I've watched it all through the years. I watched all through Valentino starting and racing and retiring and the new generation of riders. There's different riding styles. Rainey Schwartz, Mick Doohan, you know, I love it. It's man and machine in perfect harmony, mate. And they've got balls of stills, these guys, because, you know, sadly, you know, riders have lost their lives, you know, in trying to entertain us lot. You know, they put their life on the line. It can go wrong. Unfortunately, it has gone wrong in the past, and riders have sadly not made it. So, yeah, every year at the TT, you get people, oh, they shouldn't do the race. It's dangerous. They know what they're doing when they put their leg over the bike, and they're happy doing that. And if they want to carry on doing it and racing, so, you know, let them, is my philosophy.
Well, they know the risks that they're getting involved in.
Yes.
And if they're prepared to take the risk, let them get on with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Everyone in the chat subbing to each other's channels. Lovely, folks. Yeah, Stefan, if you've got a YouTube, Stefan, feel free, mate, to bung it in my Facebook group, mate, and we'll come and give it a visit, because we do that once a month on the Sunday brunch show. So if you want your channel visited, mate, and you want a bit of pimpage, bung a link in there and chat me a message or an email. All my contact details are in the links and descriptions of the videos on the channel, and I'll come and visit your YouTube, mate, and give you a bit of pimpage. I don't mind. Get rid of that horrible seam in there. I put in a bit of gloopy glue all around the hub.
Oh.
And then it'll hide the seam that's buried away underneath it. And also, it gives it a bit of texture for when I put me dirt and detritus on the tracks. Does that sound, Dave, like I knew what I was doing?
I was getting very close to getting the P word out there.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, I'm so proud of myself. Thanks, mate.
You had me convinced.
Oh, cheers, geez. I'm chuffed. I'm made up now, mate. Let's have a looky-loo. AD says Tanya's singing Christmas songs upstairs. Oh, God. David says, have you picked a kit for your snow build this year? Last year it was the ball tank. Yeah, last year it was the winter ball tank for remodels. I haven't this year, Dave. I've parked all my models now till the new year because I'm in the beginnings or throes of an MS relapse at the moment, mate. So I'm literally just building on air what I've got. But all my projects I've kind of put on the sidelines until next year now, my video building and that, because I don't know what's going to occur over the next couple of months. So, yeah. I've got a wooden kit that I'm going to be doing over the new year like we do. It's either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Is it New Year's Eve we're doing it this year, Dave? I can't remember.
We can do New Year's Eve or
Yeah.
we can do New Year's Day. It's entirely up to
Yeah.
you.
So we got that to do. So yeah, I'm not doing anything massively major. That's why delicate work, you know, I have good days with it or bad days at the moment. So if I'm having a good day, I'll do tracks. If I'm having a crummy day, I'll sit and fettle like I am now because, yeah. So I didn't do or pull a winter build this year, mate. I'm afraid. I'll see, you know, I might try and get something for January, February time if you want, you know, if you want to see me do a winter thing. Or I could winterize this Sherman. Were they about in the winter, Shermans?
Oh, God, yeah.
I suppose they were, weren't they? Because, yeah, the war didn't stop at the end of summer, did it, Burke?
No. Didn't have a summer holiday.
Yeah. Always do a winter scene for the old Sherman here, David. It's, you know, a bit of snow and all of that, look. Why not? I don't know whether whether the Shermans made it that far over to be fully winterized. I don't know. I'd have to do a bit of research, Dave.
Yes, they would have been.
Yeah. Sure, Panzer and Kev will let me know.
Yes, because they would have been on the transport station over for 3 days.
Spruce says, hope you get well soon, mate. It is what it is, David. Honestly, mate, it's not a violins moment. You know, I've done really well. I've not had an MS relapse for 7 years, mate. So I've been expecting one. When I had a checkup recently, I was just discussing a few things and, yeah, so it's all good, mate. I'm chilled with it. It doesn't rule me. But I do have to listen to it whenever you have a relapse. You have to listen to what your body's telling you. So, yeah. I've missed a few live streams recently because of it. You know. But I normally get told off if I discuss my health on air because, you know, yeah. There are people out there that don't like you talking about it. Even though there might be other sufferers out there going through the same and want a bit of support. For some reason, I get ganged up on by people and hated on because I'm so open about it. Can't help it. Is what it is.
I think you should.
Yeah. You know. At the end of the day, mate, I think openness, blokes need it. Because we do shield everything, don't we? Look at that. It's big gun, Dave. Boom, boom.
Ooh, you got a big boomstick?
Yeah, big boomstick. But yeah, it's one of them, mate. I think Stefan's a sufferer, if I remember rightly. He goes through it and all, so yeah. It can kick one's backside, but it's not the end of the world. Despite that, I still do the hobby I love. That's a question, model-related question to the armour builders. Now, these suspension gubbins bits, is it worth gluing them on yet, or shall I leave them off until I've detail painted them? And I'm not going to put the wheels in, I know that. But is it worth bunging them on the side of the hull yet? I would be able to get the wheels on by sliding the first one up, putting the axle in from the front. But I don't know whether it's worth applying them to the model yet or waiting. I don't know. So let us know. Because, yeah, if not, I'll put them on later as a separate sub-assembly. Sherman says, Jeff, we're in the Ardennes, Colin. Thank you very gladly, mate.
Yep.
Cheers, mate. I knew someone would know because I've not built a lot of tanks. So I'm not really familiar with the weathering side of them and the build sequence and process, the tricks of the armour trade, so to speak. So I'm open to advice and all of that lot because, yeah, if you guys have built them, someone was saying the other week, weren't they, about the tracks, use the jig on the sprue. Yeah, I measured it and the tracks on this are too far apart on the sprue. I knew exactly what they meant. Yeah. Yeah. Stefan says, not really pushing me channel. It's just a place for me to share rare music from me vinyl. It isn't available digitally anywhere else. Spends a lot of time restoring it. Happy days, mate. No worries, mate. Your channel's your channel at the end of the day. You do with it as you choose, mate, don't you? I mean, we're guilty of not pimping enough, Dave, isn't we? That's our problem.
I think I'm now worse than you at that now because you've elevated yourself to a personage of pimpage.
Yeah, it's a case of having to, and I'm really gutted to have to admit it that Fox is right, but it kind of is, because you have it in your head. You think, oh, if people need to find me, they'll find me on YouTube. Well, not everyone wants to sit there and search for you. And how do people know you've put a video up if you haven't told them? So, yeah. So I get it. And obviously I rely on the income from Patreon and Super Chats to keep me able to buy kits, save up for kits, and keep the content coming. So I have to treat it now as almost like a business. So I've got to pimp it. You've got to promote it because it's your income now. So without that, I wouldn't be able to pay for the streaming software, get the paints, get the bits I need to do the hobby. So you have to promote yourself a bit, Dave, and it goes against our grain because we're British. Oh, no, can't possibly do that. And yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit different for me because I go out and work.
Yeah. That's it. If you want a kit, you just wait till payday. For me, it's, have I had me pip? Have I got enough in the funds of support that are, helping sustain the hobby? Because obviously I prioritise and make sure that, the Zoom is paid and the streaming software's paid so that I can keep the Hangout going and videos, because, it's what people are joining for as well. It's a perk of being a channel member and a patron, is the 24/7, the off-air hangout, where you can come and spend your evenings with myself and a lovely gang of people. So I'm conscious of that every month, and there have been months where, you've just had enough to pay for Zoom. You've got to accept it. Dare I say, especially at the moment, the cost of living is impacting everyone. So, it impacts us as well, because people do stop their support because they're trying to pay their bills, and we respect that. We understand that. And accordingly, we're I'm not buying as many bits and pieces as I once did, because you just haven't got the income. It is what it is.
Get off.
And I know whenever I get a super chat or anything like that, I'm immensely grateful and humbled by it, because people have taken the time to donate their hard-earned crust to help you. And it is very humbling, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm going to say this. If anybody thinks that I get anything out of what's donated, I don't get anything, because it all goes to you so that you can do what you do. I don't think it's fair that I should take some of it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So if anybody thinks I take a bit, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you give,
yeah.
Well,
this is it, because I pay for all the streaming software and all of that. Dave would think it's wrong to take anything, because it's paying for the software at the end of the day. It's paying for the Zoom each month. And yeah. It's like when Fox gets super chats on his channel, I don't take anything, because it's his channel at the end of the day. Bit of that, put that to one side. It's got the jerry cans on it, but yeah, it does. It just keeps you going, doesn't it? Because it ain't cheap at the end of the day.
Yep.
What have we got going on there? I'm saying Sherman's were in the Ardennes. That's everyone saying there. Have you picked a snow build? Yeah. Stefan says if people are interested in various electronic music from the 80s, they are, of course, welcome to have a look round. Doodle Girl Red has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for your subscription. If you're watching the live stream, thank you very much. Subscribing to the channel. You can see even people that subscribe get a shout out. See? It's good, isn't it, Dave? I love it. I love this community with its... There is a nice side to the community, and it's the nice side that we focus on, isn't it? It's just nice. Because at the end of the day, all we are is we're middle-aged fellas building plastic kits at the end of the day.
Yeah, sticking bits of plastic together.
There's enough tragedy and real-life issues going on around the world. Worry about that, Do you remember, Dave, the first time you come across the rivet counter in the hobby?
Yeah, I wonder what was going on.
Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, mate.
I think my first counter with a rivet counter was that classic. That's the incorrect shade of Dunkelgelb.
Yeah.
You are.
My first encounter with a rivet counter was at Newbury, Dave. And it was a railway. Metalhead is 5368 has become a channel member. Welcome to Festa's followers, buddy. Thank you for joining the channel, mate, and becoming a member. Metalhead, if you go onto the description where it says about the 24/7, you'll see a link that takes you to the YouTube community page, which gives you the access code for the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangout. If you've got a webcam and a mic, feel free to come in any night. You'll see me in there on nights that I'm not streaming. And, yeah, come and say hello, mate. The offer's there. Treat it and welcome to our little group of nuttiness. But, yeah, Newbury, Dave. And it was a full-blown railway or train, railway club member. And he walks up and he had a cagoule on.
Oh, God.
And he walks up to the diorama, and you could see him scratching his chin, contemplating.
Oh, no.
He gets this steel ruler out, Dave, like that, next to a tree, looks at it, says to the blokes out there, I think I need to bring it to your attention, he says. And he does it again and looks at it. This evergreen tree, this one, and he said, grows to a height of blah, 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 blah in the real world. Still ruler goes down. I've measured it several times and it's not to the correct scale. Why not? Yeah. You'll need to change that. You need to prune it. It's like, really? And this geezer sat behind her, leant over with his mug of tea and his pasty, and he's like, looked at the bloke, and I'll leave you to imagine what he said back to this guy.
I reckon it was 2 words.
Yeah.
The first word would have been 4 letters.
Yeah.
And the second word would have been 3 letters,
Yeah.
ending in an F.
Yeah, it included the words, you can take your steel ruler and stick it, and then whilst you're doing that, you can then leave the vicinity. There you go. I was just stood there thinking, did I just hear that? It really shocked me. And it started happening more and more. And then, of course, like you say, you get the Dunkelgelb, don't you? You know, that looks like it's not the correct shade of olive drab. Yeah. Someone who did a tank diorama was another one I saw. That was at a model show, that was. And the guy went up. Again, little tiny steel ruler. I think you'll find some of the bricks in that rubble are not to scale.
Where do these people come from?
I don't know, Dave. Yeah. To me, that's disheartening, though, because someone's put their heart and soul into doing their build. And they've had someone go up and take a rather large dump on it. That could destroy their confidence and prevent them from ever building another model kit.
Exactly. You got to be careful because it could be someone's first build. It could be. Yeah, go on. It could be someone suffering with PTSD and started model making for the therapeutic values of.
Yeah.
You can crush that person.
Yeah. Metalhead says, I do have a webcam and a mic. I'm a little shy to do it, but thank you. I'll block up the courage to do so one day. Mate, you can come in with your bench cam on. You can come in with your camera off and just have audio. A lot of people come in on audio only because they're shy or have anxiety or whatever, mate. It's not a problem, mate. It's not compulsory. The Zoom is like a train station. There are days it's busy and there are days it's empty, mate. It's, whatever you want, mate. At the end of the day, the Zoom 24/7 is yours. You treat it and do with it as you choose to. No one's forcing you. There are members that are in the chat today that started off very nervous about coming in. And now, you know, it's second nature to them. It's a community at the end of the day. It's a place you can go. If you've had a crappy week, you can have a bit of a wibble. There's people in there that will listen to you, chat with you, cheer you up, make you feel part of a community. Community within a community, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah. I seem to remember going into an off-air hangout and having a laugh and a joke, and then someone, not a million miles away from me, said, "Oh, hello, folks, and we're now live."
Yeah. I'd forgotten that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to come into, we were streaming with a crew back then, and Dave used to come in the chat. You know,
Yep.
Evening, how you doing? And I said to him one day, you got a camera and a mic? Yeah, he says. I said, I said, I'll pop and join the hangout. There you go, there's the link. So I gave him the link and he sat there. I said, you all right? He went, yeah. I said, good, we're live, mate. Welcome to This Is Dave, folks. And he was like, you get, but I garnered from him in the conversations we had before that if I had have pre-warned him, he would never have come in.
That's too right, I wouldn't have done.
So it was a case of I need to trick him, and that's what I did. But I can assure anyone that's in the Zoom, I've actually disabled the live button in the Zoom. So there's no way the Hangout could ever go live. I disabled that feature when I set it up because in case anyone thought they could be clever and hit the live button, there are people in there that wouldn't want to go live because of anxiety or it's not for them. So I removed that feature. So you have never got to worry about that, Metalhead. You're not going to have someone hit the live button and you be live, mate. That won't happen in there, mate. Only one rule in the Hangout. What's said in the Hangout stays there. And that's the only thing. It polices itself the rest of the time. It normally ends up at us lot having a good old wibble about Putin and his shenanigans, Dave, doesn't it?
Mm.
That sort of thing, you know. It's the normal real life stuff, people having a wibble whilst they're building, like we are now. You know, I sit in the Hangout some nights, I've got this camera on and I'll fettle it away, or I might be filming a build. People will get to see behind the scenes at the bench. They get to hear me say all those juicy words that I can't say when I'm live. You know, or I'll just sit and bung the face cam on and I'll be chatting to whoever's in there. You know, how you, how's the wife, what you been up to, that sort of stuff. Small talk, isn't it, Dave?
Yep.
Like being down the pub with your mates, but without the pub and without, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no dolly bird behind the bar.
Yeah. So, and I must admit, I couldn't wish to meet a better group of people, if I'm honest. Yeah, Panzer says, yeah, there is 2 hangout rules. The other one is it's James's fault. Yeah, I'd forgot about that one. Thanks for reminding me there, mate.
Well, that actually that depends, because sometimes it can be justifiably Panzer's fault.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. But no, it's nice. It's nice to see. Matthew Ward is in saying afternoon, everyone. Hello, Matthew. How you doing?
Hello, mate.
Paul D. Tommaso's in, says good morning, everyone. Good morning, Paul. Love to you and Dawn. Hope you're both keeping safe and well, mate.
Hello, Paul.
Yourself, mate, on a personal note, hope you're feeling a bit better, Paul, in yourself. You know where we all are. So, yeah. Yeah, but it's always James's fault. If it ain't James's fault, it's Ross's fault. But as soon as James comes in, it's then immediately James's fault. That is the default mode in the Hangout.
Mm-hmm.
Bless him. We love James. We love him to bits. And we do pull his chain, bless him. And I give him credit. He takes it on the chin. I really do give him credit for that. The banter, that is. I just thought I'd clarify that in case Pans has just spat his coffee out.
It probably has anyway.
Yeah, I have broken Panzer several times in Yangout and reduced him to a quivering heap of crying laughter, Dave.
Good.
Yeah, so it's, yeah. Hiya, Ross. Check your messenger, mate. You'll know what I mean, mate. And good to see you in, mate. Didn't expect to see you in. But yeah. Check your messenger, mate. I'll have a look at it after the stream. And, yeah. But yeah, Scale Model Ninja. I said it right then, I think. I hope I did. Got his own YouTube channel there, folks. Go over and like and subscribe. Help him out. Keep him going. Yeah, go. Get hold of that. Right. What was it? And it's unusual. Normally it's Dave that sits here sanding, but I've got one up on him this week. I'm doing all the sanding. Having a right old sand fest, Dave, ain't I, eh? It's like having a pet gerbil.
I can hand my sanders up and
Yeah.
baton over to you.
Yeah. Oh, Dave does like a good sand.
Oh yeah.
Do like a sand, don't you, mate?
I'll do.
How you getting on with your car, mate? I've not asked you too much today. I do apologise.
That's right, mate.
Going all right?
Yeah, it's going really well. I thought the internal tub was just one colour, and then I read the instructions.
Tub of goodness, tub of goodness.
I am now, as people can see, scrambling to do a bit of masking.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
So, yeah, it's not very interesting. So I do apologise. It's one of those things that, unfortunately,
absolutely. Have any of you in the chat been to Telford this week, or like us, you're just giving it a miss? You know, it's IPMS Telford weekend, folks. So yeah, a lot of people are up there today for that. So hopefully they're enjoying themselves. But we was chatting about this before we went on air, Dave, innit? It's like if you've been to one model show, you have been to them all, haven't you?
Yeah, you have. But I'd still like to make the effort to go up and say that I've been to Telford.
Yeah.
I think as I drive up there, my poor bank manager will start quaking.
Yeah, that's it. You know, for me, it's like, say, won the journey, just knocked me for 6. Cost of the hotel and that. I'd rather just spend the money here on the hobby. For me, Telford, for me, is just an unnecessary luxury because I've been to model shows in the past. And like I say, once you've been to one, you've been to them all, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd like to go and do the Milton Keynes show again.
Yeah, I've heard that's a good one, yeah. Yeah, it's one of them, yeah. And not only that, the hustle and the bustle with a full haul, me trying to get around, it's just like, yeah, it's just not. You know, I don't think I could do it on sticks now. I'd have to use the pram. And, yeah. And dare I say it, yeah. The bottom lip would be, yeah.
Can you imagine me pushing you around?
Yeah. You know, and it would be having to use the pram in that environment. Yeah. I'm not comfortable with it at the best of times, you know. So, yeah, it's... yeah, imagine the chaos we'd cause.
Oh, God. It'd be good fun.
Yeah. How long before we'd get escorted out of the building?
Probably about 10 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, right. We've got a bit of turret goodness. So we've done with me wheels and that. That's that side of things done. Bung them over there.
Because there would be people bouncing around all over the place as I run over their toes with your.
Absolutely. Atoll McNichols in says, okay, just passed the toasted bread test as I swigged ice cold water, made it into a mush and swallowed after having the cherry stone removed from my stomach that caused a bleed. Oh, bless you, mate. Sorry to hear that, Geese. Get well soon, mate. I won't read the rest out because people might be eating Atoll, you know. But, yeah. Yeah. Panzer says to Matthew, any webcam or phone will do. Yeah. Matthew says, what camera? Yeah, mobile phone will do, mate. Going on a mobile phone, mate. If it's got a camera and the ability to talk, I'll get people coming on their phones all the time, mate. Phones, iPads, you know, a lot of people use them. Once you got the Zoom link, you can get that by becoming a Patreon or a channel member, mate. Choice is yours. Links are all in the description. You can support the channel, patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or become a channel member. For as little as £1, you get your Zoom 24/7 code. Click the description underneath the live stream or any of my videos. You'll see a load of asterisks across the screen saying there's a 24/7 hangout. For patrons, click this link. For channel members, click this. It takes you to the post where it contains the key code for the meeting. And that's it. Click the button and you're in, mate. And life as you know it will come to a sad end because we've got you then. And once we're in your heads, there's no going back. You're on the dark side. No, well, it's a nice, friendly atmosphere, mate. You'll enjoy yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So apparently that goes in there. We've got big boomstick done. We got that done. Ooh. We got that. We got the big. I've got a gloomy ring in, Dave. Stop sniggering. You're old enough now for me to say that without you sniggering.
I've not said a word. I thought of millions.
Yeah, I know what you're like, Dave. Andy McLeish says you'll fit in fine. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
That was a comment made in an off-air hangout. I would have moved in on that.
Yeah, we need to get you in there, Andy, as well, mate. You would love it, mate. Your sense of humour, I think you'd be in your element, mate.
Has he not been in there?
Yeah. Like, yeah, Whit McLeish. Yeah.
It should go in.
Yeah, it's a gun, isn't it?
Have a riot.
Yeah, it's...
Right.
Well, poor old Kevin Panzer, you know, it's like, yeah.
Right, that's that done.
Thing is once one person starts in there, everyone else does, and it just degenerates into schoolboy playground humour, doesn't it? And it's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Normally started by Panzer.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything, you know, it's fun. You go in to have fun and take your mind off of the real life BS that everyone's having to deal with at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
For folks, let's just make sure that I'm lining my ring up properly. See what I did there, Dave. There's a tab there.
I try not to say anything.
There's another one there. There you go. That's better. La, 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 la. Get your Sherman's ear, free for £1. Go. But no, I love it going in there. It's like I say, it's just like going down to Boozer and chilling with your mates. It's pleasant. And, you know, a lot of people say it's their lifeline. Without it, you know, they they would be staring at their walls, banging their head against the walls, you know. It's... It's like, what possibly could go wrong?
It's not so much what can go. It's not so much what can go wrong. It's what can possibly go right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's like, yeah. You sit there some nights and you just go, do you know something? This lot of nuts. But it's great fun. Oh, question to Padzer and Kevin.
Oh.
Yeah. I've got a big old M19 to make with a tripod that can be folded up and all of that lot. Now, when it comes to storage, is this something that used to get thrown across the back of the tank, or would it be stored inside the tank? I'm curious because, yeah, I can't see anywhere where it's mounted because there's already a gun that sits on the top. And it's saying fold, you can fold the stand up and that. And I was going to sling it across the arse of the tank just behind the grills where the spanner and that is, where it's been dug out, it's been used, it's then just been slung on the back. But I don't know whether they would have had something like that lying on the back of a tank or whether it had a specific mount that goes along the side. It doesn't tell me, so I'm curious about that. I'm going to make the ammo boxes and all, get them made.
I don't know the answer to that one.
No, it's just one of those. I'm just curious. And I thought, well, one of them's bound to know because, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a shame to have it in the kit and not make it.
Yeah, you've got to go somewhere.
Got to go somewhere, innit? I know it's probably one of them accessories, you know, put on the side of the diorama and it's there as part of the scene. But I'm like, well, yeah. And it's like all the ammo boxes. Where would they have been stacked? Would they have been kept inside? Would they be on the back? Would they be... I suppose you wouldn't want ammo on the back because someone would just shoot it and the lot's going to blow up. But then they have got a line of fuel tanks on its Harris, so yeah. So it's all these little things that make me curious about armour. All right, let's have a looky-loo. I've got to make 3 of those. 13, 14. That's,
3?
Yeah, 3. I think that M19 mount is more suitable for a Korean War vehicle. Is that your attempt at you're in North Korea, or is that a serious one? And it's in caps, don't have to shout. B24, where's those? 16, 17.
B23 and B25.
Why did I know that a rather unfunny comment was coming? Yeah.
Oh, it's guaranteed with me.
Yeah, don't be like Dave, folks.
I can't help it.
Yeah. Metalhead says, yeah, Colin, you said it now. Yeah. No, we do like to have a laugh in the hangout, I must admit. Have you a bit of that? You some of that. He said, I made that Sherman too, says Dominic. Yeah. Absolutely. What did you do with the gun, Dominic? 50 caliber. Did you build it and have it next to it, or did you build it and have it stored on it? Like, these are the important life questions now. You go. Box of the ammo kind. Happy days. It's a nice little Sherman, this. It's like I say, it's not got the interior, but I've got 2 other Riffields up there that have got 4 interiors, and I just thought this would be a nice little way of getting back and doing a bit of armour, because it's been a long time since I've done a nice bit of armour. And I enjoy it. I find it quite therapeutic. It must be mad, Dave.
I was about to say, so when you've done all of your Riffield kits,
Yeah.
are we right in considering that once you've completed these, you will be then elevated to the oracle of all Riffield armour?
No. God, there's far more experienced armour builders out there, mate, than I'll ever be.
I was trying to big you up then.
Yeah, no, good God, no. I'd never put myself on that pedestal of knowledge, mate, because, yeah, I don't belong there, mate. I would do more. I'd like to get the Riffield Tiger. We'll see. Well, I've got a couple of tanks that have got the metal tracks to go on, see, so... So that'll be fun. We've got that one done. Hugh Golden, question for you, Colin. Is it possible to create a text document on a black background and type in white in order to create a white on black decal? Obviously on white decal paper. Yes, it is, mate. All you do in Microsoft Word or anything like that is change the background colour to the colour you want. Highlight where it's got the letter for the text. Change that to from black to white. Create your thing. Print it. Done. Simple as that, mate. Any word processing software will give you the ability, even Photoshop, anything like that, to change the text font colour and the background colour. As easy as 1, 2, 3, mate. Oh, there you go. That's better.
Yeah.
Dominic says, I haven't finished the tracks yet. I've been working on it almost 3 years. If it's any consolation, Dominic, that is my entirety so far of the Sherman tracks. I've done 6 bits. And I'm proud of them 6 bits. I've taken many photographs of them 6 bits of track. Yeah. Actually, for safety's sake, I'm going to store them back in the jig because I can't see me getting any tracks done today because I am useless, Dave.
Oh, so that means you've run out of traction.
So, yeah, I'll put that back in the jig. Did you feel the tumbleweed, Dave?
I've done that figure. I saw it.
Yeah. That was affectionately known as the tumbleweed of ignorance, Dave, when it's what we do to each other. One of us will say something as a joke, and the other one just totally ignores it. Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's what we do to each other. So another one of them. Good to know, he says, many thanks. Yes, I'll be using Word. Yeah, there you go then, mate. Yeah. Along the top menu, Hugh, you'll have the little background colour box, mate. Just change it. Select the letter A, which is your font. Choose the colour you want, mate. Bob's your uncle, Hugh. That easy, mate. You'll be fine. Man of your competence levels, you'll nail it, mate. Now's the question, what you're building, what you're making. Tell us. We want to know everything about it now. He's not told us yet, Dave, has he?
No.
No. You're there yet? Have you done it yet?
Some people, they just...
Yeah. Paul says, what's a good free program? Any free photo editing software, mate. GIMP is free. That's open source. Download GIMP, open it up, create what you want, send it to print, job done. If you want paid software, then obviously you got Adobe, things like that, like Photoshop, but it's not for everyone and it is expensive. But GIMP will do it, GIMP. Do a Google search, download it, get in there. Atul says, got to go, the vampire with her trolleys, taking bloods from us geezers. Da, 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 da. No worries, I hate needles, taking blood out. You'll be fine. Man up, Atul. You'll be fine. Thanks for coming in, though, mate, and get well soon, geez, yeah? We need an Atul firing on all cylinders, mate, you know?
Yeah.
So on a serious note, get well soon, buddy.
Get well soon, mate.
Everyone saying bye to Atul? Absolutely, mate. Now I know why Atul has been so remarkably well behaved. It's because he's in the hospital, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scottish hospital, yeah, they're not going to tolerate, are they? You know. God, does that mean he's having to do as he's told?
Oh, no.
Blimey.
That's scary.
I wish I wish I'd asked him that when he was in there. Well, things I would never have thought I'd hear. Atul doing as I'm told.
That's
Bless him. But on a serious note, I hope he gets well soon because...
That's kind of scary, that is.
Yeah. Hugh says, spot on, it's for me latest creation, the Eurofighter Typhoon 48 scale, but the decals don't exist for the jet I'm representing yet, he says. Yeah, I've got the old 48 scale Eurofighter Typhoon up there, mate, and yeah, mine's getting a bit of a bespoke decal set made for it, so yeah, I look forward to it. Of course, now I know you're building one, I'm not going to build it because mine will never be as good as the one you do, mate. Purely and simply because I've seen these airplanes and they're gorge, mate. Yeah. Pardon me. Sorry, mate.
They're a bit special, are they?
Oh, yeah. They certainly are, mate. He does turn out a really sexy plane, I'll give him that. He was the one doing the Buccaneer, Dave, with all the detail up and the resin engine. Yeah. You know that one where we turned around and said we got a load of planes that we're not going to build?
Yeah, that's one of them.
That's one of them, yeah. Yeah. I think we elevated him up to Flight Commander Turd, if I remember rightly.
Ah, so he's the one.
Oh, happy days. Cheers, Joseph. He says, I've just had a look around the interwebs. I saw an image with the tank holding a pile of stowage and what looked like a machine gun in a rope net slung across the front. Oh, brilliant. Happy days, mate. You, sir, are a star. I will do a bit of Googling, mate. Bit of research. And, yeah. We'll have a look. He's posted the photograph in your Facebook group from the Sherman. Thank you very, very much, mate. Thank you very kindly. That is lovely. And Dominic's posted a picture of his build. Thank you very much, mate. I look forward to seeing that. We'll have a looky-loo later. Yeah, have a slurp of tea, Dave. Is it behaving?
Mm-hmm. He's trying to speak with a mouthful of tea.
Yeah. And, of course, Dave is doing carbon fibre, ain't you, Dave?
I am. And look, there you go. Just to prove the point, he says.
Yeah.
As he puts it at the right camera.
There you go.
Very much work in progress.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not doing it on the live show is...
Swearfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite simply. I had a spare fest this morning.
Shame, because you're missing a really good Dave Wibble. Because when Dave has a wibble, he has a wibble, and it is hilarious. But yeah, Hugh Gordon says the Buck Mark 1 is sitting awaiting my attention. I will get it finished hopefully before the new year. Yeah, beautiful build that, Hugh. I was following that with keen interest, as you know, because yeah, he is our plane building god, is Hugh, I must admit.
Yeah, I must admit, I've got that TIFF to get done for Malcolm over at M48.
Yeah.
Must get that finished.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got 2 days off this month. I might dedicate those 2 days to get that build finished. And then it's done then. Right.
Metalhead says, yeah, the tripod you're on about is stored just under the main gun, going by the photos on Google. Brilliant, mate. Is that separate from the main gun, like, you know, 2 stored packages? I suppose it is, mate, yeah. But yeah, bung a photograph in the group, Metalhead, mate. That'd be mint. So you're saying across here somewhere, the front part of the who'd you be calling me watching my flip? I can make a bit of netting for that. Here, Dave, you still got that old pair of string wire fronts, mate, because I'll cut a bit of netting out of them. I thought I knew I'd get you. Yeah. He's now sitting there going, I can't swear at him now because, yeah. Yeah, that's handy then. I'll do that because I want to build it. Yeah, so I'll do that. Would a Satsuma bag be too big? You know the netting you get with them. If I was to cut a little piece of that out and fold it on itself, and I mean that would do all right. Spray it black, spray it green, or whatever.
Yeah, I would have thought that would be all right.
Yeah, what would the armour builders out there use for netting? Is there a trick? I was thinking of, you know, the orange bags you get your Satsumas and tangerines in, but would that be too big mesh? I don't know.
I don't know. I've heard a rumour, though, that Panzer gets his fishnet stockings out.
Oh, does he? Oh, well, don't surprise me with Panzer.
And he's spat his tea or coffee across his desk.
So how many of them do we make? 3. Closing the number, Cole. 3. Fox says, afternoon, I'll be in and out of chat in case I can't chat much. Big hugs to everyone. Hello, Fox. How you doing, geez?
Hello, Fox.
I take it we're still on for later on. You let me know, mate. And then I'll set that up when we come off air ready, just so that I know whether or not you're doing a show today. Gonna have a bit of that on there. Have you some of that? James says, don't forget you have your old fishnet stockings you could use, Cole. Yeah, mate, if you was to see the state of my legs, James, you wouldn't want to see them in fishnets, mate. I see what you did there. I see what you did, mate. If you're going to go down that road on my stream, James, all I'll say is I ain't the bloke who's got a Batman outfit. I'm just saying.
That's not an image you want burnt on the back of your retina.
Yeah.
James running around in his Batman outfit.
Adrian Mole dressed up as Batman.
That's a bit wrong.
Yeah, Keith is in, saying hello, everyone. Just got in. Hugs to all. Hello, Keith. How you doing, mate? Lovely to see you in, buddy. Hope you and family are keeping well, mate. He says, just got in. Is that you've been to work or have you been up in Telford gallivanting? Yeah. Happy days. Panzer saying to Keith that he's fine and dandy. Exactly. And welcome him, Keith, in. See, they're a lovely bunch of people, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you a bit of that? Yeah, Fox says, I've used cut-up net curtains before now. He says, just make sure H doesn't miss it. Yeah, would I do that? Colin Bennett. I think I'm that brave. Kevin says sprout bags are probably the best. That's why I asked Dave whether I could borrow a pair of his old string Y fronts. Sprout bags, if you know what I mean, Kev. Yeah, don't choke on that cup of tea. Keith says, I use surgical gauze and paint it. Good shout.
Yep.
That is a good shout.
Yep.
Metalhead says, sorry, I had a phone call. The M19 I'm looking at has like a twin AA gun on the turret. Okay, geese. No worries, mate. Yeah, I just think it's... Yeah. Got to be done, innit? It's a Sherman, innit? All right. Let's have another one of those. Might as well cut all of them off, actually. There's that side for that one. Same for that one. We got another one of them, those for there. Another one of them for over there. And by powers of deduction, one of those over there. Ross says to James, don't you mean the bat with that woman? Yeah. Kev says, oh, yeah, the old bags that they sell nuts in. Yeah. Yeah, that's an image now that I can't take off my retinas, Kev.
Oh, dear.
Got a little ammo box coming along nicely. How therapeutic is it sitting here just building these little bits? It's just sad, isn't it, Dave? We need to get out more, don't we, mate?
No, don't make me go outside.
Yeah. Panzer says, look at the post-it note. Yeah. You wouldn't believe how focused I'm on that post-it note, Pans. I mean, you are talking to the king of inappropriateness, you know. Yeah.
You inappropriate.
Oh, mate, we was on a mission in Yang Out last night with beauties of the past like Helen Mirren and oh, Dave, yeah, it degenerated. It degenerated, mate.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sally James.
Fliss Kendall was in there, Dave, as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, you got to have a bit of Fliss.
Yeah, Fliss Kendall made it. Yeah, so that was it. It was all the blokes in the hangout sharing from that folder that they all have on their computer called data. If you've been in IT, you'll know exactly what I mean. How many people have had a folder on their computers, Dave, called data, eh? Yeah, and you sit there and you're like, yeah, it's a works computer, mate. Yeah, be careful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise you'd be able to access that. Yeah.
Yep.
Number 23, where's that? There it is, right over there. Strange one.
Yeah. Or you just go out and you just say to a few people, or might want to clean your system up. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing a
purge. Yeah.
They're going to be doing a scan.
Yeah.
And the panic and the chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's how many blokes are really anxious and keen, Dave, to get back to their workstation, aren't they? Yeah. I can't stay. I must quickly head back to the office. Yeah, of course you can. It's like, yeah, look at him run. Yeah.
Well, the best of it was I used to like doing that and then say, oh, yeah, it's going to happen on Friday afternoon and all the rest of it. And they go scurrying off on the Thursday afternoon, get everything all cleaned up. Going on the Monday afterwards. And they say, did the scan up and everything all right? No, they didn't do the scan in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they just look at you and go, yes.
Yeah.
I am a what?
It's amazing how many of them suddenly wanted to go and work from home. I'm going to be working from home this afternoon. It's like, yeah, I know you are. Yeah. It's surprising, though, isn't it? Because you would think that people would realise works PC. Come on. Yep. But they don't. And of course, when it came to an IT get-together where these people were about, and if they had their missus with them, go, oh, yeah, I remember you. I've seen the photographs of you that he keeps on the computer that he doesn't tell you he's got. And the look, you know, because it's our banter, innit, Dave, of trying to drop people, and they're like, no, don't say that, mate, because she'll believe you. No, I don't, love, honest, I don't, honest. What photos is that? Well, you know. Yeah. And you're throwing them under the bus, but you can see the wife is looking at them as if to say, God help you. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to have a look on your I want to have a look on your laptop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'll tell her you're joking. She believes you. If that's going to make you feel better and get you out of the hole you're in, fine, I'll tell her a lie. Oh, brilliant. Dorkosaurus is in, says, good morning, afternoon, Colin, Dave, and all you wonderful people in the chat. Big hugs. Hello, Dorks. How you doing, mate? Lovely to see you in, fella. From the other side of the pond there, mate. Hope you're doing all right.
I like it when they come in and they say, I've left my laptop at home. I want a loan pool because I have a meeting in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's when they get the loaner then, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you do you?
I expect you to have a computer ready for me when I come back, and then you lean over and go and get the loaner out of the cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the world's most scuzziest laptop, the loaner. But when people are rude to people in IT, that's what they get given, Dave, isn't it?
Mind you, they are only ever rude once.
Yeah. Yeah, but it takes the mick, doesn't it?
Yep.
There's no need for it.
What was it? One happened to me. He came in and he was all shirty and hoity-toity and all the rest of it. And one of the girls came in and she walked up. She plonked a pack of custard creams down on my desk and said, "Can I have a loan laptop, Dave? I've left one at home."
Yeah.
Do you know the level of service that she got was impeccable?
I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah.
And he looked at me and said, "Well, how come I was here first?"
Yeah.
Yeah. You may have been here first, but A, you was rude, and B, you didn't put custard creams on my desk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's paid the toll, mate. You didn't. Oh, yeah. Even better if it was a mug of tea and a packet of chocolate hobnobs. God, the computer they walked out with, Dave, brand new, wasn't it?
Yeah, enough, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those. Dr. Surah says, I woke up. It's a good day. Absolutely. It's always a good day, mate, when you first open your eyes in the morning, mate.
Oh, excuse me.
It's always a good day, mate. Right. So we got that, and that. Number 38. which is over. God, that's tiny. Bloody hell. That's a tad. Don't want that.
We're talking dinky stuff.
Yeah, we're doing tiny little things that go on the side of guns, Dave. And there they are ickle, mate.
Oh dear.
But that's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not bitter.
Oh, okay then.
I'm not bitter yet. Okay. Oh, yeah, loads of little guns there. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I can live with that. Another little bit there. So let's bung all of that lot out of the way and see how we get on. Murph says, Dave will do anything for a custard cream, so I hear. You're not wrong, Aid.
Oh, there are limits.
Yeah, no. Right. Get rid of all of the little ejector mould bits off of there. Or the ear holes, or whatever you want to call them. Like so. I'm trying to get rid of that seam with a buffing stick. So, didn't need a lot actually on that. Just take the edge off. Little scrapey. Dorcosaurus says I had a princess fox. See, they all know Fox well, don't they? They all know he's a princess.
Oh, yeah. Proper princess.
We love him for it, though. Wouldn't have him any other way. Go.
Mind you, when Fox has a wibble, it can be kind of entertaining.
It's hilarious, yeah. Mind you, he's been good. He hasn't had a wibble for a long time. He has been good.
Yeah, he's a bit overdue now, isn't he?
Trying to think of the last one. He begun to have one over Checkers one night. But he kind of redeemed himself and stopped. So it wasn't a full-blown Fox wibble. Yeah. So he's been good.
I think the last one was that big car that he's doing.
Oh, the Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to remember he had a wibble about something on that.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Lynn Dipples in, saying hello, Colin. Hello, Lynn, how you doing, darling? Lovely to see you in.
Hello, Lynn.
Yeah. Dorcosaurus says he's made a slideshow of the gas tank that he painted. Swamp.
Oh.
Forward to seeing that. Yeah. Metalhead says Roxy will be up for custard cream. She loves them. Yeah, model making pooch, mate. Oh, yeah. It's saying hello to Fox and Dorker. She's good, isn't she?
Yeah.
Have you a bit of that? He says, up on my channel. No worries, mate. I'll have a looky-loo at that later on, mate. Right, let's have a swig of juice. Oh, I needed that.
Yep, feel better now.
Yeah, I do, mate. Yeah. Oakley. Oh, I beg your pardon there. We got that bit. And them 2 bits. Okay, let's give that a trim. Dorkosaurus said, yeah, thank you, Cole. It'll be greatly appreciated. Not a problem, Dork, mate. You are a spanner, mate. So by all means, you can bung a link in the chat to your latest YouTube video, mate. You are an admin at the end of the day. So if you want to pimp it and get folks to go over and see it, bung a link in, mate. Why not?
Mm.
I don't mind. At all, mate. I would say it's all about promoting yourself, and I am the world's worst at doing it, but it's all right.
You've got better over the last few months.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Oh, was that a sigh of Daveness there, or was that...
No, it was me just having a long, deep breath. I've been holding my breath for a while because of painting the coils.
Metalhead says, what is the spanner for? You're a channel member, so you're about to get one. There you go. Next comment you type in Metalhead, you'll have a spanner. Spanners are given to all my channel members and Patreons. It makes you a moderator on the channel. And it lets you have the ability to post links to your YouTube content, your channel, that sort of thing, mate. Also, if someone's been, how can we say, a silly person in the chat or been inappropriate, you can remove their comments. You basically can moderate the chat for me. And being that you're a channel member, you can be a mod, mate, because you've now got a spanner. It's just a perk that I give out on my channel for Patreons and channel members. There you go. We've got a bit of that. Jeff is in Candygram for Mongos saying, hi, Colin, Dave, Fox, Stefan Panzerdorka, everyone in the chat. Big hugs all round. EC Ideos in saying a good day. Oh, hello, EC. How you doing, mate? Yeah, and also Metalhead, you get to use all the emojis as well, like the Festa emoji, the spider pig emojis, and all of that. Look, you get all of that in there as well. So, yeah, have you a bit of that. So that, my friend, is what the old Jean Dana is for. The spanner. Right. So it's got a thing on it, has it? Oh, yeah, it's got a tit on it, just under there. Okay. So let's, which part of it is the kit part and which bit in? Right, I'm with you now. Okay, like that. Like that. Like that. Oh, funny little bit, that is. No idea what it does, but it's got to be glued on. Candygram for Mongos doing a big old spider pig icons there. Get in. Yeah. Right, saying hello to EC. It's nice to see EC in. There you go. You a bit of that. That apparently goes facing down the way, like so. So don't get it in the right spot, Cole. Using all the bigness of the magnifier things on my face. Like that. Get in there, yeah. Get in there. Fox saying hello to everyone there. Keith saying hello to Jeff. I would do a Carl Sagan, mate, but it would be bad. So, yeah, Jeff is our very own model-making Carl Sagan, the man of wisdom of the community.
But now you've said that, you know that Fox will be sitting there doing his own impersonation.
Oh, yeah, he's done a Carl Sagan because he did last time. He immediately burst into his Carl Sagan voice. Yeah. Right. So that apparently goes in there like that. Okay. Up there, in there, whatever. What bit? Where? Oh, right. Yeah. Along there. Okay. Strange little thing. How weird. What is that? Huh. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I get it now.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm with it now. Yeah, it goes in like that. Yeah. Yeah. Now it makes sense. It actually goes in. God, easy cool. Like that. Oh, you beauty. Get in there, my son. Fox says, I think Festa should read out that quote and try a Sagan voice. The public demands it. What quote? You've put in. Oh, right. One glance at a book and you hear the voice of another person. Perhaps someone dead for 1,000 years. To read is to voyage through time. Oh, right, that one. I've got to do it in a Sagan voice. Right, oh, God. One glance at a book and you'll hear... I don't know what that is. You'll hear the voice of another person. Perhaps someone dead for 1,000 years. To read is to voyage through time. Yeah, don't know what that was. Apologies to Carl Sagan's memory. But yeah. And I have said many times, I don't do voices, and now you know why. It was bad, Dave, wasn't it?
Yes.
But I accept that. I accept how bad it was with the grace, you know. But, you know, I did what I was asked.
You did as you was told.
Yeah, so, you know. You've only got Fox to blame for that, folks. He did insist. He said that was Mr. Chumley Warner. Yeah, well, it's good enough for me, mate. I freely admit I don't do voices. For a reason. There you go. Gunnage.
Right.
Right, so that apparently goes up in there. Okay. That's a lot of fat, isn't it?
Are you having a wibble?
No, I'm just...
That sounds very much like it's a mini wibble going on there.
No, I'm just thinking out loud that it's a lot of fat, mate, for what it is. But it's there to be built. I get it, but I also don't get it because it's a 35th scale tank for crying out. But, yeah. Isn't it funny, though, when we was kids, we would have built these things without a second thought, wouldn't we? Now that we're men of a certain age with the eyesight of a 90-year-old, everything's a challenge, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
Oh, no. As a lad, I remember painting 76th scale figures.
Yeah.
with no magnification.
Yeah, you'd do eyebrows and everything, Dave, wouldn't you? You know? Now, bloody hell, you're lucky you can get the uniform done, let alone anything else. Right. Okay. So all of that in there. Yeah, try not to drop it, Cole. Keith says, my wife, he says, having a wibble at her knitting. Good girl. Good girl. You have a good wibble, my dear. Mrs. Keith, you have a good wibble at your knitting, love.
Wibble away.
We won't mock you at all. And if we do, blame Keith because he's encouraged us to do it.
Now, once you blame Keith, you got to blame James as well.
Yeah. Let's try and get that to stay in place. Like that. He says, because I shall then put that in after it's cured in the hope then that I don't ruin it with my clumsy great oaf hands.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Because, yeah, it'll only work one way for me otherwise, won't it? Yeah. Like that, see, because I've got hands like Pat Jennings.
He was a good goalkeeper.
Brilliant goalkeeper and very nice man as well. Yeah, oh, that was a sigh of Daveness if ever I've heard one. What is it? What went wrong? Tell me. I want to mock you. I want to know.
Nothing's gone wrong.
Oh, so that was
everything is going right.
Was that a sigh of contemplatory thought processing then, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a sigh of satisfaction that everything so far.
Yeah. Kevin Stevens says it's the chunky fingers that don't help as well. Yeah, I mean, look at them. They're useless. Edward Spanner hands they are, mate, you know. I've got wonky bent fingers. Oh, yeah, it's like useless bloody things. Panzer says 35 years ago, I can remember being able to paint piping on 5mm Napoleonic figures. Yeah. That's how I started. Do you remember the little white metal hussar figures you used to get back in the day? The little guards with the gun with the bayonet and the horses and all of them. Mm. That's how I started. And I used to paint them bad boys without a care in the world. Now I wouldn't be able to see them, let alone paint the bloody things. Now I'm having a wibble.
Buy a box of Matchbox or Airfix 76th scale figures.
Yeah.
Take them off the frames and just sit there and paint them.
Yeah.
No special lighting, no magnification of any sort.
No. Yeah. Oh, what days they were, Dave, eh?
Now, if I try it, it's no. Just no.
Yeah. Lynn's off skate. She's got to go. See you later, Lynn. You take care, darling.
Take care, Lynn.
Go. That is tiny. But it's together. It's together. It's together. Yeah. So that's all of that. That's all of that. That is all of that. Yeah, that's stored. Yeah. Cool. Right. I'm happy with that.
Good.
Yeah. So that'll all go in as stowage. Cool with that. That is the ammo box. The side of frame. There. It's the gunnage. That's that. That's that. Let's get all of this out of the way because this is all crud that I don't want. That's all the little ear rolls and pigtails, whatever you want to call them, off the... Don't need none of them. So we can get rid of that lot. Give me Sanders. Do some of that. Yep, nothing under there that shouldn't be there. Right. What else is there to go on? Ink.
Oh, you go steady thinking like that.
Yeah, I think I might have all my sub-assemblies built.
Oh.
What we got there? That's the frames, the lenses. Did we do front lenses, rear lenses? So we haven't put them on yet. Let's have a looky-loo then. As to why I didn't, because it could be that I was thinking of clear lenses having to go in. No, because clear lenses will be able to fit in them lamps afterwards by the look of that. So let's go right back and have a looky-loo and see why I decided not to put them. Because if it comes to it, I can always mask. Because I didn't do them ones because they're photo etch. So why have some that are photo etch and others that aren't?
No idea.
They're alternative options. Yeah, we know what we're going to do then. If they're alternatives. The front ones ain't, but the rear ones are.
Ooh.
Okay. How weird's that? That's strange. Oh, well, let's have a look at the lights.
Easy, I asked you, who's the manufacturer of your Easy 8?
Oh, sorry, mate. Ryfield Models, mate. There you go. Ryfield Models, and the kit number is 5028. There you go, mate. And it is the M4A3E8 Sherman, and it's without interior, mate. And I'm telling you now, mate, it's beautiful. It really is a beautiful kit. I'm loving it. So, yeah, Ryfield Models, mate. And it's not a bad price either, mate. So, yeah. Paul says Matchbox, question mark. No, it's Ryfield Models, mate. And I like it. I think it's a nice little representation of a model. It really is. It's gone together well, Dave. I've found no fit issues whatsoever.
No, you've been having a good time of it, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's been a pleasant little build, mate. Keith says, Colin, have you thought of doing a winter camouflage Ardennes offensive? It's funny you should say that, Keith. I was asked earlier by David at Sprue and Glue as to whether I was doing a winter build this year. And I was asking whether the Sherman had actually served in the winter and perhaps do a winter camouflage. So you're the second person now that's mentioned the Ardennes offensive. So I'm going to do a nice bit of Googling when we, in between these two shows, or this show and the next show, just to see and get some pictures and that. And I will endeavour to do a winter camouflage scene, mate.
Oh, so you're going to do some research?
Yeah, I'm going to do a bit of research. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it seems to be popular. People have asked about it. And dare I say it, it makes a change from how you normally see stuff that's normally desert and everything in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm quite interested in seeing the pictures of what you guys have mentioned today, because so many have mentioned it now that it's like, yeah. I think Jeff was saying as well, wasn't he, about Ardennes?
Yes.
So me being me, I'm like, do you know, I aim to please. Could do a nice little winter vignette. Why not? So I'll happily do that. Why not, he says. Why not indeed? Paul D. Tommaso says, in 1976, I was only 2 years old. You can go off some people, Dave, can't you?
There's not a lot you can say to that.
I was 9.
There is, but...
Yeah, I was 9 back then, and as I've got older, my age has decreased. I'm 5.5 now. I'm like Benjamin Button. The older I get, the more immature and young I get. It's like, yeah. Got to get that in before the wife says anything. Yeah. Whenever we go anywhere, you know, it's like, yeah, 1 adult, 3 children. I go, yeah, good girl. And then the woman, if it's a woman there, she goes, yeah. Metalhead says, could you please show me that tripod? What tripod? Do you mean the gun tripod? Let's have a looky, Lou, on the old instructions you've got. One, as I've done it, which is folded. So he's obviously thinks I might have done it wrong, but I've gone exactly... Oh, try not to knock that over, Carl. Gone exactly as per the picture there, mate. See? Folded over with the red leg folded over the top, mate. Is how they say the storage status of it is. And you've got that option, which I'm going for, or you have the option of it open, like that, on the back. So I've gone for the closed one, mate, which is exactly like that. There you go. Just in case, I think he thinks I might have done it wrong, Dave. I'm going to get told off.
Possibly.
But, yeah. All right, let's have a looky, Lou. Okay, it says a 50. So let's have a look, see whether we can find a 50. Get your A50s here. 3 for £1, 3 for £1. Let's see. You, Gordon, when I was young, my nickname was Tripod. I see what you did there, you. Yeah, mine was Fudd. Amongst many nicknames. But since the age of 12, 13, I've been called Festa. And it's kind of stuck, especially when I lost all my hair in my 20s. It's like, that name just stuck for some reason. I think it was my sister that first called me that, Festa.
If you're going to blame anyone, blame your sister.
Yeah. Dorkosaurus says in 1976, I was 2. Never liked him either, Dave, did we?
1976, I was 12.
Yeah.
Summer of 76. God.
Yeah. Yeah. In 76, yeah. Hottest year on record, wasn't that? Was the summer of Sam as well, wasn't it?
Mm.
It was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, thought it was.
No air conditioning.
Yeah. Rise Dam Designs, Josh is in, saying hello, everyone. Hello, Josh. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Nice to see you in. Yeah, he says the tripod could be for a mortar that some US Army crew had on the back of the tank as well. Yeah, good shout, mate. Happy days. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, you've got on the front there saying the storage status of the tripod, and then on the back you've got an open variant of it as well, mate. Yeah. So yeah, probably used it for a mortar as well, but on here it just says with the MA M19 full machine gun with the working state of the tripod. On the page previously, the folded stage. Right, so we got one of those over on that side. That's weird. Why have some photo etch and some not? That's a strange one. Hey, who are we to ask questions, Dave?
Mm.
We're only mere mortals, aren't we, mate?
Yeah.
Keith says in 1976 he was 19 years old, getting married, and we're still together. Congratulations, mate. Yeah, me and my wife got married in 1989. We met in 1985, and started seeing each other in 1985. We had met a few years before that, but yeah. One of those, our paths just kept crossing. And it was like, well, it's obviously fate, isn't it? Normally it resulted in her go, oh, it's not that nutty bloke again. Yeah. Yeah. And that was it. And yeah, we're still together. Love her more every day, mate. Saying that out of fear.
I'll take it then she's standing behind the door.
No, she's out, mate. They're around my youngest son's place, mate.
So you've been left on your own?
I have. I've been left alone to my own devices, Dave.
Oh.
Apparently, and this is a quote from her herself, I can't get up to mischief in the man cave.
Pardon?
Yeah. I saw that as a challenge myself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I am safe to leave you unattended because it's not as if you can get up to any mischief out there. I'm like, ho. Yeah.
You don't believe it.
So, yeah. I did try to say, well, I am with Dave and he will encourage me, but she wasn't having any of that. Don't be a bully, she said, leave him alone.
I've now got Red Springs.
Guru says in 1985, I was in the second year at secondary school. Oh, Bennett, I could hear, boy. Go off him and all, can't you, Dave?
85, I was in the Air Force.
Yeah. Down south, wouldn't you? 82, 83, wasn't it, that? Yeah. It was, wasn't it, 82, wasn't it? Year I left school, Falklands.
Falklands conflict was 82. I went 84.
Yeah. Yeah. Enough said.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's that in there. Cave says, Colin, ammo, do a washable winter white paint, also chipping fluid if you want. I know exactly what one you mean because I've got winter streak in grime and I've got the winter white paint. Where is it? I think it's in this rack over here. Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, winter effects. And I've got winter streak in grime. What's that one there? Let's have a quick looky, Lou. I can see it. Let's just have a move around a minute. Snow texture. Got snow texture. I've also got a tub of snow. So, yeah. Something different, isn't it?
Ooh.
And then, obviously, winter streaking grimes, winter weathering effects. One there. What's that? Yeah, winter streaking grime. Get some of that. So, yeah, do a nice little winter scene. Make a change, Dave. Wouldn't it? He says, having done one on the ball tank. But, yeah. I haven't done one for myself. I ain't got nothing winter here. So, everything I've done previously has been for others. So, yeah, change. Oh. So, yeah, I will... yeah, washable winter white paint. I think I've got some of that somewhere. Yeah. Put it this way, if I haven't, I will have. I've got some Vallejo environment winter stuff up there as well. What's that tub I've got? Let's have a look at it. Curious now. Vallejo water texture. No, that's a texture. The ammo stuff. It's on the shelf over there, isn't it? Yeah, winter effects. Yeah, I'll have a looky-loo, mate. Got to be done. Because obviously then you can get things like leaf scatter and ground scatter and all sorts of gubbins, can't you? So I've got some more guns there. So yeah, I've got loads of guns, little bits in here. A lot of it they say don't bother using, but why wouldn't you?
Well, it just makes it a bit more interesting.
Yeah. There's another gun there. I think that sticks out the front of the turret. I think that's an option, that one. Have a looky, look. Because I suppose, well, I suppose Sherman's had different weaponry and that, but if it's out in the field, I can imagine they adapted their tanks to whatever they needed.
I would have thought so, yes.
You know, there's a gun port there. Let's put that gun in there, you know, that sort of thing. But, yeah. But no, I would thoroughly recommend this kit to anyone. Yeah, I've got a gun poking out the front there. Yeah. Got the gun that sits on top of there. That's in the base. Shovels, pickaxes, they're all on. Happy days. Yeah, I might have to do some kind of netting and that and various bits and bobs. Why not? Makes it more interesting, doesn't it? I might actually... we're doing a winter dio. I might actually do some figures then. Print some figures out for it.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll do some research and have a looky-loo and an investigatory bit of research. Got time, because I've got to prime all of this yet and paint it. So I've got plenty of time to do the research. So, yeah, we'll do a nice little winter vignette winter diorama scene. Why not?
Mm.
That's the ammo boxes. That's that. Lights was what I was doing. So if I stay on the lights page, that'll remind me to make my photo etch up. Dum dum dum. He said photo etch. He said photo etch. Did that. That's all done. That's so I've got to do all the front brackets and front lights. So what were the part numbers for those? 28, 47. Okay, we can do that. How are we doing? Oh, blimey, it's nearly quarter to 3 already, Dave.
Hey?
Hell no. So we'll come off at 3, folks, so that I can have a rest between this and Fox's stream.
Of course, yeah. You need to have a trundle about, don't you?
Yeah, so we'll come off at 3 if that's all right with you, Dave.
Yeah, of course, yeah, that's fine. Fine by me.
28 and 47, so yeah. It's whizzed round again, mate, isn't it?
It has. I haven't really done that much.
Neither have I, really. I've only been doing finagling and fettling bits. 47 is that one.
Right, let's start. Sort my brush out.
There you go. So that's for that. Right. And that would be, is that only on one side that goes? Let's have a looky look at the box art. It's got a pair of them, so how many of them A screws were there then? It's all right, there is a couple. That'll be why then. Oh, happy days. Ray Aquilina is in, saying hello, everyone. Hello, Ray. How you doing, mate?
Hello.
Hope you're keeping well, buddy, and family and friends are all safe and well in the wonderful island of Malta. Very nearly cut that off then, and it's got to stay on there. See? Very nearly could have made a boo-boo then, Dave.
Ooh, you go steady.
So it's been known. Can happen.
Ooh.
I've made some classic boo-boos in me time.
And the Wibble Fest is worth listening to.
Oh, yeah. We've done well, though, Dave. It has been a while since we had a good wibble, and it was the other Sunday, wasn't it, before we went live? We had a good wibble, didn't we? Because you was peeing yourself laughing, weren't you? You was like, dude, your blood pressure's going to go through the roof in a minute. It's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you was on a proper one, you was.
Yeah, really good wibble, mate, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Even I was impressed. There you go. So it sits up like that. Yeah, perfect. Have you a bit of him. So if I find the other one, I can get the other light in. And then once that's in, I'll call it. Then that's done for the day. Because that'll be a nice little bit of ickly fiddly done.
Ickly fickly.
Ickly fiddly, yeah.
Ooh.
That's my word of the day, that, Dave. I need to get out more, don't I?
You do. But then, well, you say that, but does that come with a public health warning if Festa's going out the front door?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think what it was my wife said to me during the week. She was, I was thinking of going to so-and so. I was like, oh, yeah, that'd be nice. She said, and then I thought, means taking you out in public. She said, I thought better of it. said, okay, mate, no worries. I can understand your reasoning for that one. Yeah. So, yeah. But I said, am I really that bad? And both her and my one son went, yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, that's all being picked on by two people.
Oh, yeah, they do. They gang up on me, Dave.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Once one starts, the other one then defends them. It's like, really? I stand no chance, mate.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my eldest, mate, is right turncoat. He is, mate. Mind you, I think that's fear. It's like, yeah, it's easier if I agree with mum because, yeah, she's picking on dad. Yeah, you know. It's like, yeah. Yeah, got me back there, boy. Yeah. It's like, so glad I ain't you. Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Ray's in Telford, I think. Hello, mate. Like I say, yeah. I think a lot of people are in Telford today, Fox. That's why I'm not expecting huge numbers today because, yeah, I was contemplating doing the show or not, but I just thought, you know something, show must go on, mate. Yeah. I like doing my shows, so whether I'm streaming to one viewer or 100 viewers, it doesn't matter.
Well, mind you, we're not doing too bad. We got 26 watching and we've had 24 thumbs up.
Oh, so, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. That means a lot. Happy days. Thank you for giving up your time on a Sunday to come and keep us two company. It means a lot, Dave, doesn't it?
It does.
All right, let's have a bit of that in there. Like so. And, yeah. Metalhead says that his dad was stationed in Malta. Mine was in Tripoli, mate. Back in the day. That's all I know about his military was that he was in the Middle East, North Africa, that sort of thing. But, yeah. That's all I really know. There used to be a large tin box with loads of military stuff in it. But yeah.
Keith is saying 2 words for a happy marriage. Yes, dear.
Absolutely right, mate. Absolutely. That's the beauty of having hearing aid. I have a wife button. It's called Telesync, and it just switches off your hearing aid.
Ross is saying that doesn't always work, Keith.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. We've got Lights of Goodness, so I think that's a good place to park that for the day. Yeah. Anza says he had 2 words and the last one was off. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Totally understand. Yeah. I must admit, I joke. You know I say about H and you know, been under, you know, giving me grief. But it's all done in friendly banter. You know, I must admit, I hit a pot of gold when I met her. You know, she only looks out for me and it's all done with the best of intentions, because I am a nightmare to live with. I'm a bloke at the end of the day, and us blokes do stupid stuff that drives our partners mad. Right, what have we done today, folks? We have done a bit of turret ringage, some jerry cans, all the small lights have gone on, little protective frames over the lights, they've all gone on. I've done little gun bits, tripods, that's the word I was looking for, so all of that are done. So yeah, it's all the little stuff I've been up to, Dave. What have you been up to, Geese?
Mainly masking and a little bit of detail painting. I've managed to do the springs and the shock absorbers. They're done.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Started work on the brake discs. Yeah, it's been an itsy bitsy day.
Yeah,
is a good word.
Yeah,
words.
Ah, Hugh, Hugh, my old mate. Yeah, our dad's probably served similar areas then, mate. He was over for the Suez, so yeah. They may have been near or by each other there, mate. Small world, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to love and leave you all and say our goodbyes. Wish you all a happy rest of the Sunday.
Oh, definitely.
Have a look in later on. Me and Fox will be streaming over on the Model Maker Guru channel. So we'll see you for that, for a bit of Warhammer Sunday. And me and Dave will see you over on eModels' channel Wednesday, or Wednesday at the bench.
Yep.
So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, folks. Thanks for coming in and keeping us two idiots company. We'll see you for the next one, peeps. For now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.